Hey guys, come on in, come on in. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Come on in. All right, I'm out here. You got 2 hours, well, really like an hour, 45 minutes to vote. Come on out to the polls. Polls closing at 7 p.m. And make sure you write me in. You want me to win? Come write me in. Again, this is me, your super mayor, Tiffany Henyard. You're the people's mayor / people's supervisor. And it is time to vote me back in. All right, so come here. I have palm cards, as you see, really, really big. That way you know how to vote for me, how to write me in, and basically you can do a paper ballot or do it electronic. Make sure you come and vote. You have about an hour, 45 minutes to cast your vote if you have not done so already. Again, this is your super mayor, Tiffany Henyard. Come and write me in for the win. Okay? We got literally an hour, 45 minutes left to vote. And then we will know what's happening this evening come about 8 p.m. But come out and vote. I just wanted to make sure you understood that. And make sure you pick people that's for community, for unity. I've always have been that individual. I've always showed up and showed out for you guys. I'll continue to do that, and I will continue to be the voice for.
Many in Thornton Township still remember that unforgettable evening, the night when Napoleon Harris dropped the political bombshell. Tiffany Henyard would not be appearing on the township ballot. As committeeman, Harris exercises authority to organize the first township caucus in nearly 30 years, a move that sparked confusion, criticism, and controversy. Some residents saw it as a power play. Others called it outdated. But Harris defended the decision, reminding everyone that caucuses are still a standard tradition in other Illinois townships, even if they feel foreign to Thornton voters. The timing, though, couldn't have been more intense. The caucus came while Henyard's administration was already under fire, her reputation tangled in ongoing drama. For her, the bid for nomination became an uphill battle before it even began. She was vocal in her opposition, slamming the caucus as unlawful and vowing to take legal action. "I'll be suing everybody tomorrow," she said. "This is illegal." One of her biggest complaints? Township buses were reportedly used to bring her supporters, mostly senior citizens, to the event, yet many never even made it through the doors of the jam-packed, 600-person auditorium. Harris didn't flinch. "This is a process that existed before I took office," he said. "I'm simply exercising my legal right as committeeman." And with that, the caucus moved forward, protests, tension, and all. In the end, Tiffany Henyard didn't receive the nomination. A new candidate was chosen, and just like that, the political landscape in Thornton shifted. For many residents, especially those unfamiliar with how a caucus even works, it was a jarring moment. And as the final votes were counted, the writing on the wall was clear. A change in leadership was underway, and Henyard's future in local politics was now uncertain. The official Democratic slate for the April 1st consolidated election was released, and the name listed for township supervisor, Napoleon Harris. Henyard left that pivotal caucus night visibly shaken, clearly emotional, and painfully aware that her name would not be printed on the April ballot. Some attendees cheered the result. But if you thought Henyard was going to back down, think again. Just like Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream, so did she, a dream to become the first ever write-in candidate to win in Thornton Township history. She wasted no time rallying her base. She turned to social media with a fiery message. Get your pen and write her in. Her campaign transformed into a movement. She marched through the township with confidence and flair, repeating her new campaign slogan, "Tiffany A. Henyard is for the people." She reminded residents that she handed out food boxes every Saturday, that she hosted big bingo nights. She painted herself as the one who shows up, the one who gives back. And while her past wasn't scandal-free, with accusations of hindering local businesses and questionable practices, to her loyal followers, she was still the people's champ. That was about a month ago. And ever since, people have been wondering, how many write-in votes did Henyard actually receive? We saw the official numbers for Napoleon Harris. Thousands of votes, no surprise. But Henyard's numbers? Radio silence. Until now. Shout out to the Woke Christian YouTube channel for finally pulling back the curtain. On election day across the Southland, voters cast their ballots for everything from library boards to village trustees. Polls were open until 7 p.m., and the stakes felt high. But Henyard, never one to stay quiet, hopped on live video to make her case. "They cheated me at the caucus, and you all saw it," she said. Her voice was full of emotion. Fake news was there. They recorded it, but they didn't show the truth. They picked their people and made a fake ticket. But I'm still here. I'm still fighting. While her passion was undeniable, viewers picked up on something else. Her voice sounded off. Congested. Stuffy. Maybe she's got a cold, one commenter suggested. But she's definitely hyped, a little jittery, even. Whether it was nerves, anger, or just the weather, one thing was clear. Her energy hadn't gone anywhere. And then came the numbers, finally public and impossible to ignore. Despite being off the ballot, Tiffany Henyard had launched a high-visibility write-in campaign with grassroots energy and her usual over-the-top flair. But did it work? Did she make history? Or just stir up more drama in an already wild political ride? The numbers speak for themselves, and now they're a permanent part of the public record. Like her or not, Tiffany Henyard continues to dominate headlines. And no matter what happens next, one thing's for sure, she refuses to go quietly. Polls were open until 7 p.m., and voters across the Southland were casting their ballots for everything from the library board to the school board, village seats, and of course, the heated race right here in Thornton Township. But while people were focused on their next elected officials, Tiffany Henyard wasn't letting anything go. She jumped on live and said it straight. You all saw it. They cheated me at the caucus. According to her, fake news was in the room. Cameras were rolling, but the real story never shown. They picked who they wanted, made their own bobblehead ticket, she said. And it's honestly sad. At this point, Henyard is doing everything she can to convince the people of Thornton Township that she still matters, that she's still for the people. But the reality? Many of those very people didn't even know who she was. Some literally referred to her as young lady, like they'd never seen her before. Meanwhile, she's out here causing scenes in parking lots, trying to stir up buzz, clinging to attention. But let's be real, it's not looking good. And while the theatrics continue, we all know what you're really here for, the write-in results. We've waited for this moment. And yeah, it's rough. Maybe even a little depressing. But here it is. There's a specific form that goes out for all write-in candidates, the ones who didn't make the official ballot but still tried to stay in the game. It's called the Cook County Write-in Votes Report. Basically, it's a graveyard of last-ditch efforts. And sure enough, under the race for Thornton Township Supervisor, there she is, Tiffany Henyard, listed as a write-in. Now, here's where things get real interesting. Tiffany received 53 early votes, and just 117 on Election Day. That's a grand total of 193 votes. Yep, that's it. 193. I've hosted live stream chats with more people than that. A jazz lounge on a slow night holds more people than that. This is a politician who's been in the game for 8+ years, and she just got blown out. And let's break it down. Those 53 early votes? That's probably her. Inner Circle, the Keith Freemans, the Michael Smiths, the usual ride-or-die crew. The ones who show up, smile for the camera, and run errands on command. Then you've got the 117 who came out on Election Day. Maybe loyal bingo players. Maybe folks who still feel like they owe her for a free food box. But even if you stacked every bingo card, food drive, and chicken dinner ever handed out, 193 votes is a political nightmare. This isn't some first-time candidate just learning the ropes. This is Tiffany Henyard, a seasoned player in Thornton Township politics. She's been mayor, trustee, supervisor. She's had power, name recognition, media exposure, and still, only 193 people wrote her name down. Now maybe you're wondering, was turnout just low overall? Let's check. Same race, same conditions, and Napoleon Harris pulled in over 11,000 votes. Sure, turnout was only about 14%, but that still highlights the gap. This wasn't close. This wasn't symbolic. This wasn't even a protest vote. This was a landslide rejection. And respectfully, Tiffany, maybe it's time to pivot. Maybe politics isn't the lane anymore. Maybe bring back the Good Burger franchise. Maybe start something new. Because this chapter, it looks like it's closed, sealed, stamped, and archived. And yet, the saga continues. Word is she's still planning a food giveaway this Saturday. You know I'll be tuning in, not for the food, but to see what kind of rant comes next. Expect more finger-pointing. Expect more blame. But don't expect a comeback. Because from here, it's clear, her political run is running out of road. That's the update for now. For those of you who've been following this story from the beginning, thanks for sticking with it. I'll be going live later today to break more of it down. Until then, stay safe, stay inside, and as always, I appreciate you all. I'm out. Thanks for watching Celeb News.